People, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Finally we have our Osiris League Grand Final game, and I don't know why you cannot see my iPad. Okie dokie. Okay, now you can. Was a wiring problem. Come on. Okay. How are you guys doing? Tyler, Tank, Joke, Erico, Zway, Ellie, Thomas, Lost. Welcome everybody to the stream. Are you excited for this Osiris League Grand Final? Unusual time. 9 UTC. I bet, the teams are from Vietnam and from China, Hong Kong to be precise. PX34 is from Hong Kong because they are the ex-Hong Kong legends. So, yeah, I bet this is a good time for them because I think it's Sunday afternoon for both of them. And yeah, unusual time because I bet Lilith is trying to offset the two games in order for people to be able to watch both of them. So they avoided to collide the timings of the two games. That's nice. Hito Awami, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Link your YouTube account to your Discord account and join our Discord, link below, so you can unlock our exclusive member chat where I answer to all of your questions. Hi Rain, how are you doing? Hi Wick, is VIP 14 better than T5? Well, depends on the case. If you are a very low spender and you don't plan to fight on the field very much because you don't have many resources, then I will suggest that you boost your commanders by reaching VIP 14. Lambo, 3:40 a.m. here. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I bet you waked up early. You woke up early to watch the game. Waked up, oh my god. I just woke up by the way, so that's why my voice is a little bit wrecked at the moment. Stefano, yo yo yo. Hi Stefano. Abhishek, hello. Thomas, anyone here bet on either combatants for this one? It's hard to choose a winner. I think that PX34 has overall more experienced compared to 94VN, but we might see something different this time. Who knows? Rain, I'm happy, man. Regal, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. You already know, you can link your YouTube account, your Discord account, and unlock all the good stuff. Joker, sir, who do you think will win Wick? Yeah, I think PX34 has a good chance of winning. So, yeah, I will take an eye on that, but we will see. We can always expect surprises, especially in an invitational game where everybody has the same stuff. At the end, it comes down to team affinity, how people play together. And JST versus 60GT, who win? Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, JST has a very oiled machine when it comes to playing Osiris League. And the fact is that 60GT is not the original team who won the Osiris League anymore. There are 5 or 6 OV members, there are 5 or 6 or even more UCS members, there are some K374 members, basically all-star team people with experience with VIP 18 migrated to 1960, including 5 or 6 OV members, and went there and took the spots for the Osiris League Grand Finals, because when you select your team, you can basically select it all from scratch. Hito Awami, thank you very much for your super sticker. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much. 60GT has grown a lot, yes, Ellie. From 2.7 billion to 5 billion power. You can see that the power difference between them is crazy. I mean, the power has not been an issue ever, but in this case, with the introduction of VIP 18, which allows you to bring 20,000 more troops per march thanks to extra 10% troop capacity and extra march speed, that's kinda crazy. If you have 30 members with VIP 18, this might be a huge advantage in the middle. And I bet they do. I bet they do have VIP 18 full all over the place. And I'm not sure if JST, how many VIP 18 has JST. So yeah, in this round I didn't make any bet, to be honest. I want to wait and see how things go. Also because at the end, if you wait for 4 weeks, you can purchase everything without having to bet. I mean, I don't need the crystal keys, I don't need the pick 1 resource, I don't need 10-hour speed ups, and I don't need the Tome of Knowledge. I just need these and maybe these, but mostly these. So for now, I'm not betting. I want to see how things go. Mr. Smoke Turkey, that's kind of scummy for the original members of their team who won the OL in the first place. Yes, I agree. I will never have seized the position in the OL. There have been voices, rumors. Again, I don't want to say anything because I am not sure. I hope it's not true. My friend live stream the other day said some players paid off with cash to take the spot in the Osiris League. I think it's not true, but that's what people are saying, and I would like to go to the bottom of this to see if actually it's true. But anyway, both of the teams are great. Let's hope for a good match. And the game will start in about 14 minutes. OV members who left is members who didn't play in your OL. No, they are members who played in our OL. We had to restructure the team from the very bottom. I mean, we had to change a ton of members. Your sound feels like you just woke up. Damar, yes. I did just wake up, to be honest. To be very honest with you. Because yesterday night I was up pretty late and I didn't feel like waking up early. So that's my voice without drinking my coffee. Yeah, it's a little bit on the low end. I hope it doesn't bother you guys. All is here now, and Sam, yes, not only All. Sleepy All came with Peanut Bunny, and Sam came with Pearl. So it's already 4, but I'm missing someone else. Yo, Flinch, how are you doing? I wish I was there in time to fill the OV team. Ellie, we are now registered for KVK, but if you feel like migrating in the next future, let me know. PX34 will win. Guys, who did you bet on? Which is your prediction for this game? Vietnam Warriors will win or PX34 will win? Tyler, what happens when you link your Discord? So if you're a member of the channel and you link your YouTube account to your Discord account by going to account and connection and linking your YouTube, basically you unlock a special chat on Discord exclusive for the channel members where you can write me anytime and I'm gonna answer to all of your questions. Like a priority chat just for us. Rain, your voice is fine. Thank you very much. No, bro, you do what you gotta do. I'm having my coffee right now. Yeah, lucky you. PX34, Frank. Ellie, PX34 is my bet. 1 vote for PX34. I bet on JST, baby. Didn't bet in this match. Okay. Okay, fair enough. 94 VN just for the possibility of winning a lot of coins. Okay, that's fair enough because, I mean, the bet... Well... Speaking about people migrating to 60G team, I mean, that's obvious that people know. It's really obvious that people know because they have seen the power difference. And also, look at the bet. I mean, we have 500,000 people betting and the bet is almost 50-50. Even if JST is the most known, the most known team. Because people know that an all-star team like Governor from UCS and other players migrated to 60GT. Because I think that Governor's alt account, Governor is a 700 million power player, by the way. I think that Governor's alt account was the king in 1960. So he organized this migration with UCS, OV, K374 members and stuff. New Flash. The winner will be the team that finishes with the most points. Yeah, fair enough. So most of the bets have gone on PX34 because, you know, they are the experienced team. They won like 2 Osiris League, 1 in Hong Kong Legends and 1 here. They are the same team basically. And 94 VN is like the emerging winner, so it's obvious that they have less experience, but we hope that we will witness to a nice game here. Youta Takeda is betting for VN94. So there are supporters for VN94, especially for the chance of winning a lot of coins, because I mean, the bets are skewed. The bets are tipping very much in favor of PX34. So if you bet on 94 VN and 94 VN does actually manage to win, well, that's huge because you're gonna get a lot of coins. Governor has just 600, 700. What's 100 million power for him? I bet it's nothing. What if they somehow tie? Never happened. The closest game was like a 4 points game with, I believe, which was the team who won against JWM last season, who previously played another game with just 4 points different. Snow. Snow, yes. Wick, are you from Kingdom 916? No, I'm not. I'm from Kingdom 52. Hey, Ghost Rider, good morning. Man, if you feel like joining our Discord to cast the game together, feel free to do so. I will be there. Let me see. Oh, you're already there. Wonderful. I'm gonna move you now. Hey DB, good morning. You're on live stream.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Usually don't get up this early on a Sunday.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, no, usually yes. I mean, it's 11 a.m. here.
Yeah, it's 11 for you. I would have probably got up by then, but it's like 9:30 when I got out of bed.
Yeah, I went to sleep pretty late, so I didn't feel like waking up early this time.
Yeah, I did as well.
All hail Sir Wick, Lord of Rock Content, 3rd account subscription. So, Elizabeth, you made 3 accounts and subscribed with 3 accounts. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, that's some kind of commitment, don't you think? Wick, can I ask you, what if you click the pre-register button? You get a notification. That's it. Let me click to both of it.
Tells you when it's starting, yeah.
Yeah, it just tells you when it's starting. But we don't need to pre-register because we don't need to remember. We are here much earlier, and even if the spots gets immediately fully occupied, we are whitelisted, so we will be still able to enter the game. Hey, thank you for subscribing.
Did you ever figure out
Hi.
where it says, because it says you may reserve a spectator seat to view the match, earning the following rewards? Was that from the pre-register? I don't even know.
You may reserve a spectator's seat to view the match.
It says it gives you 100 coins, but I never saw where you reserve a seat.
Well, maybe if you are in the first pre-registration, maybe they increase the upper limit of spectators for this game.
I hope so, because there's going to be a lot of people watching.
Yes, and this is also unusual time, 9 UTC, so I believe there are not many people playing right now, the actual Osiris League, but anyway, it's offset by an hour, the regular arc compared to the league, so there is no problem. Waking up at 9:30 on Sunday. We are rock freaks. Well, Andrew, most definitely we are. It amazes me out how much we all nerd out on this game. Well, like on any game. Ellie, no, the Matis Governor events is mixing up commanders. It's not just... At the beginning, it seemed like you were having a cavalry exclusive wheel and then a cavalry exclusive MG, but that's not the case. The commander selection is pretty much random. The support confirmed it. I mean, random on certain limits. There are some selections, but how things go is actually a little bit random. Right, DB?
Yeah, I believe so.
So you can find the leadership commander in an archer MG, so to say.
I haven't really figured out how they do it, because I mean, like, the way they did it for this new commander coming out is they actually took away the most recent commander instead of taking away the oldest commander. So that's kind of silly with this upcoming MG, because or actually they changed it now. Never mind. They did bring Jadwiga back. Originally, when they showed the image, they showed you still got Saladin, but you didn't get Jadwiga. So now they took away Saladin. Okay. So that's smart, because it was like, why would they keep Saladin there and not have Jadwiga?
Hey Yuta, thank you very much. Sky Craig, is it worth going for Martel in MG or on a dying kingdom? Well, at the end you can get Martel from the gold chests. I will not waste my resources in training and playing the kill event. I mean, if it's a dead kingdom and you obtain the first place with 20 million points, then sure. Mike SG, who are you rooting for today? I'm not rooting for anyone in particular. I just want to witness to a nice game. We'll try to be as impartial as possible in evaluating the plays. I do think that PX34 has more experience. I remember those being the ex-Hong Kong Legends, who basically won their second Osiris League in another realm, and they have more experience of a much older kingdom like 94VN, and maybe also some VIP 18 more than them. But I'm not even sure if VIP 18 takes place. I think it affects the battle, to be honest. That's why we need to pick
sizes.
Yeah, we need to see with the March sizes. But I think we cannot see that. We need to see on the reports. Yeah.
If you can see a report.
Yeah.
If the report thing works.
Yeah, so when there's warmer structure, we need to pay close attention to the March size to see if they can actually use the VIP 18.
Because that is a big question for the match later today.
Mike SG, can you count how many VIP... I mean, I cannot count manually how many VIP 18. We can take a look at the power and have a rough idea, even if VIP is not based always on power.
I mean, I would say it's probably like a 90, 95, 100% chance that if they're over a certain amount of power, they have it. Like 150 for sure, but there's going to be people that have like 100 million power or less that have the IP18. And that's where you'd have to look at like how many dead have they had, because then you'll know how much they've spent to get to that dead and get that many troops. 2
minutes. So a person is asking, Flinch, next Osiris, OV and LV still the main arc of Osiris teams? Yes, we had 1008 from the top 32 Osiris League migrating to our kingdom. They brought in the full team, so we will have 2 competitive teams hopefully next season. Situation is looking good in our kingdom, even if we had a lot of migration. People quitting, people migrating. That's normal for an old kingdom, so we need to get used to just bring more people in. We are Kingdom 52 at the end. We are casting a game with Kingdom 1534 and 1994, almost 2000. So, yeah, the game has progressed a lot.
Yeah, so 1 minute 30 seconds. To 94 VN people, but I didn't know where to bet, so I put all my coins on PX34.
Well, even if you win, you don't get much.
Yeah, well, you don't need a lot. So like you only need a couple wins. And like I wasn't gonna bet on an even betting game. Yeah. So
I agree. VIP 18 is a huge advantage. We are talking about 20,000 extra troops per march and another 5% march speed. It's crazy. It makes a huge difference, especially in a game mode like the Osiris League Invitational, where you don't have equipment, so your marches are slow AF. Literally, they're very, very slow. We experienced this 2 times, and I wish I could have some extra march speed, and now they do. Now they do. Guys, please don't spam, yeah. 28 seconds, 25 seconds to the beginning of the game. Let's see how they will do.
I'll be curious at the pairings. I have a feeling they'll probably use similar pairings that they used during the regular. Well, not for 94 VN because they had limited commanders.
Let's enter, and then we'll think about. We'll try to discuss about which are the predicted pairings. So it should be good to go. Watch.
Yep, I got in.
Me too. So yeah, I want to watch the introduction page. Okay. These are the combatants. You can see all the names here, real briefly. From Vietnam. And this is the other team. I recognize many people from Hong Kong Legends. The cutscene with the Osiris League statue at the center. Road to the championship, we don't care. Okay, here we go. Okay, so PX34 is doing the thing I expected, is teleporting people in 1 by 1. So to have an order. And Vietnam 94 VN is doing the same stuff. They have 3 people in the front already. You see their power is pretty low. You know,
Yeah, they were just
75
under
million people, yeah.
Just under 300. But I mean, in this one, you get the same amount of troops, so
yeah, I was
power
thinking about the
doesn't matter so much.
the VIP 18 people.
Yeah. If it's effective, then yeah, VIP 18 is good.
Yeah, they have very few VIP 18. Like for now, I think they have like 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4, 5.
PX34 has a couple people sub 100 million, so, and a lot of people just over 100 million. So those would be question marks if they have VIP 18.
Sure. So let's zoom out on the map. I want to explain you just a few things for people that are new here. So, this is a sort of... Okay, you cannot see this. Let me... Okay. This is a sort of half court, okay? In the Osiris League map. This is the top side, and this is the bottom side. So in the opening, we expect the two sides taking the respective buildings and occupying them for a total of 590 points per minute per side. On the map, there is on total 1,180 points. So if in the beginning we see some aggressive strategy from one of the two teams, we might see already the score tipping over on one side. 3 seconds and the gate is opening. The gate has just opened. PX34 has 3 people in the front, which we already know. 12 Imondo, Billy J, old Hong Kong Legends people.
Looks like PX34 had to use a sub because somebody joined right at the beginning, before or after the gates opened.
After the gate opened. Okay, so they have a sub. Let's check, but I believe they have 30 players per side.
Yeah, both sides have 30. Just
okay.
PX34 had to have somebody join after the start.
Okay, so PX34
which
had
was
a
only
sub.
like a 90 mil player, so...
Well, if it's a good quality 90 million player, then fair enough.
It's just the VIP 18 question that we were talking about.
Yep, so we see Cao Cao on every side. Classic Hong Kong Legends strategy. Okay, I need to quit here. Remove the simplified graphics.
They just move slower.
Oh, let me enter again. Yes. I just wanted to remove the simplified graphics. Hard push used from 94 VN before the obelisk occupation.
And the answer on VIP 18 is yes. 330k just captured an outpost.
Let me check. Battle report.
You can
Here
look
you
at
go, guys.
Either outpost. So yes, VIP 18 does count.
That's the proof. That's the proof. How much power does this player have? 134 million. Okay. Yeah.
Both outposts were taken by 330k troops.
So yeah, the rally leaders going ahead.
And there's one that was only taken by 310. So there are people that have VIP 18 and there are people that don't. So
that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference because I mean, 20,000 extra troops makes a ton of difference. So if a team like 60GT has full 30 players with VIP 18, it will be tough for JST.
Yeah, but JST is one of those kingdoms where you're going to see players under 100 million, but you need to look because they might still have VIP 18 because of the war they had.
I honestly don't
TR.
understand this half measure of, make an invitational tournament. Put everything equal for everybody from the troop numbers to the commanders available, and then you lose yourself in a glass of water. You literally drown in a glass of water because you allow VIP 18 to be used.
Yeah, I don't know. They did the same thing with VIP 17.
Yes, they did the same thing in Invitational Season 2 and Season 3. I don't understand. Why is this a thing? Some teams might be disadvantaged compared to others.
I guess they're saying that, yeah, you can have everything even, but you need to whale enough to have VIP 18. I don't know.
So let's check the obelisk occupation. Very briefly, so I see already some differences. We see this obelisk right here, who was captured more than 30 seconds earlier than this obelisk. So you need to check always the cross. So this was a much better job. On the other side, a little bit of difference, but overall PX34 had a better job, did a better job in capturing the obelisks. You agree, DB?
Yeah, they got that top one a lot quicker. The other one
A lot
was kind
quicker,
of,
yes. They already occupied it.
negligent.
Let's see the teleport behavior. They should start to teleport now, and here we go. One.
Yeah, they're waiting, so they're definitely trying to organize.
Yeah, organize.
That's
very organized behavior. Yes, that's very tight teleport. The other one should teleport here now. Here you go.
They're hugging.
And then the other one here.
Too.
Let's see.
Yep. I expect, like, just from old
Here you
watching it, they to be very relentless with their attacking.
Yes, very relentless, very, you know, very close pace, rally to rally, back to back to back to back.
So 94 VN is teleporting in, but there's definitely leaving some space open.
Too much space, yeah. This is not a good teleporting behavior from 94 VN already at the beginning, and they already lost 2 outposts with many marches around.
And then they already had somebody
not
teleport in the back on the other side, so...
No garrison. Zhang Yu and William rallies on the outposts. Zhang Yu and William rallies on the outposts. Both outposts were empty. Both outposts were empty. They are losing the outposts one after one. Let's take a look at these other outposts blinking. Zhang Yu and Chandra rallying with a Jadwiga defending. This outpost is probably gonna go down as well. Not much to do. Okay. Structures opening. Let's see. Very aggressive strategy. Okay, they got it.
PX34 already stole.
And they got the top desert altar. Let's see if they put a garrison inside and keep refreshing the troops inside.
They need to take their shrine. Okay, there it goes.
There is a Cao Cao inside. Now there is a Zhang Yu. They don't have... Okay, they are just suiciding fast marches. I see an Artemisia here, which is kind of... Oh, I've seen a Chandragupta Moctezuma on the field. Will that be a thing?
I see that too from PX34.
Yeah, I was taking a look at PX34.
They do have a Jadwiga up the field now, but they already lost the structure.
Yeah, they lost the structure. So the let's say that the map is half and a half now. Yeah, more or less, except for one outpost difference.
Oh, interesting. On the other side, 94 VN did not attack at all. I mean, PX34 was ready for it, but they did not attack at all. So now they're getting pushed. Now
they're getting pushed. Yeah. Will they push?
One thing.
In a so slow
with the
game.
Timing, yeah. They're pushing. Yeah, they're coming on the other side.
They're going to the Shrine of War. Let's take a look at the rallies. 1, 2, 3, 1. You see, PX34 is rallying the cities. Same technique. Same exact technique.
I'm sure they're probably using a Zhang Yu rally versus a Attila Takeda that they used to use.
Oh, of course. But they're using the same exact technique. I mean, probably a variation of that technique. Rallying the city.
No, Osiris. They're rallying archers with Cyrus.
It's good. We like Cyrus. They have Ramses on this other side.
That was UCS's rally. And it did work very well, so...
Let's see the combinations.
And they've got the... Oh, yep, here comes the archer rally right behind it. On the bottom
swarming
altar.
Technique. Take a look at the sky altar on the left side.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this rally to break and join that rally.
But this rally will die.
Will they make it in time?
No,
I don't think they're
won't.
gonna make it in time.
They won't. 3, 2, 1. Rally dead. Here you go.
94 VN was definitely ready though. You see their garrison with Jadwiga.
Super ready. Full debuffing marches, cavalry marches. And
you're not gonna normally. Yeah. I mean, in the Invitational, you should have like both kind of garrisons in there, like Jadwiga, and then swap to Zenobia if you need it.
Sure. So the rally failed. The rally failed on both sides, on both altars. So great
the
defense.
PX34 is already in the middle.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, in a slow game like this, you better go there early. Otherwise, you will find yourself very, very, very behind.
Yeah, I think 94VN's now pushing the structure a little late. Because I don't think these guys will make it to the middle, probably. And there's no rally coming right now. They're just trying to die on the structure.
These outposts have not been taken back yet. So we have, okay, they are taking the outposts back. Continuously exchanging the back structures, which is very good in a game because, you know, that's points disruption. And over time, it accumulates and piles up and can go over to 2,000-3,000 points if you do it correctly.
Yeah, they got I see 94VN has one guy with 4 marches walking around stealing the outpost at the bottom.
Yep. They're also onto this desert altar, but it's very well defended. I'm speaking about the desert altar on the left side for PX34. There are a few marches going there and trying to suicide, I guess, at this point. But they are 3 minutes to the arc, so they will be very late to the middle.
And PX34 is there.
Probably all over the place.
There's way too many there for them to... The timing, they're just not going to be there in time. If it was a normal arc, your troops would get there, but you got to go earlier.
Yeah, you got to go earlier. Especially with as we said, with a game so slow.
So PX34 is going to take this arc without much of a challenge, I think.
Well, let's see. Depends. But they have way too less marches, and they are late going to the middle. Are they not pushing the first arc? Maybe they have somehow a strategy.
You also see there's some marches in the back that the 94VN guys are just fighting right now that are very low. That is kind of just wasting their time, but they've got half health marches there. So I think you're going to see PX34 just push this little group that's here because they have enough that they can keep some at the temple and do that.
But take a look at the desert altar from PX34. We have few marches from 94VN going lonely there and getting totally wrecked. Those marches are cavalry marches, could have gone directly to the middle to support the battle, but going one by one into this murder ball right here, it's not the best option.
Yeah, and they've even got one Zenobia sitting on the field in hopes that they were going to take the sky altar from PX34, and now it's just going to die.
They're pushing now. PX34 is pushing in the middle because they recognize they have a huge field advantage and they want to push this advantage.
Yeah, which is why I said that the arc's going to be uncontested going home.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to take the arc. Well, the first arc, to be honest, guys, the first arc does not make that much of a difference. The first arc is literally... the least important one, because you can always recover with the structures. Maybe while they are busy taking the arc, they should push the structures, but I don't see a good push.
They are the desert altars about to get hit. I see,
but they are swarming one by one with the marches, and the marches are too early. Those marches will be so dead. I mean, very low.
That building was low previously, so... But yeah, they are attacking too early.
Now this rally will turn around before attacking. Probably will attack from the back. Let's see. Because there is no space.
It's wrapping around the side.
It's wrapping around.
They're going to take this because it's already yellow from just the swarm.
Yeah. So they're going to take this, but because of PX34's sloppy reinforcements, they totally abandoned this structure, not because this push was well coordinated. So they should, in my opinion, coordinate this push better. But yeah, a result is a result, so they got it. So GG. Well done. Well, this arc is gone. I mean, they have been murdered. I keep seeing Chandragupta Moctezuma. Is there something that I'm missing? Why are they using Chandragupta and Moctezuma?
So Moctezuma has that skill, right? That I can't remember the skills on Moctezuma, but he had I think his main does something with counterattack or whatever.
Okay.
They must have tested it out. I don't know. But yeah, PX34 is all over Chandragupta Moctezuma.
This is weird. Afterwards I need to check this. Why Chandragupta and Moctezuma?
I mean, you know, this being priority scale, they tested all week.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe it works really well on the field. I don't know.
They're rolling the obelisk. Oh. 94 VN obelisk is going down. Let's take a look at this.
Well, that's a solo march attacking it, but they're not reinforcing it.
I mean, teleports might be disrupted here.
Yeah, they don't get another march in there soon.
Guys, this player just teleported. Well, he might have 5 marches on the field, but this Zenobia is gonna die now.
It's gonna go.
It's gone.
And there it goes.
And they also lost the Sky Altar on the side. And they also got the Ark. They lost the Desert Altar though, but they're pushing great. In the meanwhile, the Ark is here. They will deliver this Ark.
They got a mixed rally headed towards the Shrine of Life. 94 VN.
Ooh.
It's got Mehmed, but it doesn't have all cav.
Ouch. Yeah. They got the other Desert Altar. So Lambo is saying that Moctezuma has a March speed 10% bonus. So that's maybe why. To potion advantage to go to the middle. That may be a good idea, but Moctezuma is a trash commander anyway.
Oh, this 94 VN rally makes me sad.
Ouch. They got 3 of the 4 altars, and I believe when all these marches...
the Ark too, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe those marches are gonna come back now and wrap around this Desert Altar and take it back in about 1 minute. Billy J here, ready with the Zenobia defense. People are trying to kill him.
Oh, and now this guy just canceled the rally. Like, it was only 2 people in the rally. Ouch. What is that? Ouch.
So, yeah, the score is like the same right now, but things are gonna change quickly. In about 5 minutes, they will have 5,000 points advantage, at least. Mark my words. Okay, the Desert Altar is about to go down. This Jadwiga is being swarmed like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's all the troops wanting to die from the middle anyway.
So we see Ramses Tomiris, Chandra Moctezuma, Artemisia YSG all over the place. Instead of Artemisia Tomiris, Ramses Tomiris. That's a very weird commander choice, to be honest. Nebu Cyrus. Okay. Then we have Trajan Adolfled, I guess.
Yeah, some weird stuff. I mean, 94 VN is still rocking Attila Takeda on the field. And I think they're joining rallies with it anyway.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, 4 altars in the bank. 4 altars in the bank for PX34. Oh my. Look at the map. It's all red. The most important structures are all red. Except maybe the Shrine of War. Which is not extremely relevant in this case, since you already delivered your Ark. And we already have 3,500 points difference.
Yeah, right, and they got a YSS in the Sky Altar that they're holding very well on the top.
Yeah, they are generating points from all these structures. They keep holding on to this Sky Altar.
And they've got so many marches at the Desert Altar defending that one right now too. They're not going to take that back anytime soon.
I told you, 5 minutes and the points difference is going to be over 5k. You already see that almost. It's 3.6 right now.
And I really don't think you're going to see much gathering, like, because of the fact you can't use the gathering equipment. I think you'll see very limited gathering in the Invitational.
Very limited gathering. People will try to take 3 arcs.
I see like 1 or 2 gatherers. That's about it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to get back this Desert Altar.
This player is going through the middle with a south side of Jadwiga, trying to rush the outposts. He wants to kill the garrison fast and put a Jadwiga inside as a garrison, which is a good idea.
I think he's been doing that. If you look at the defeats on the outpost.
Yeah, it's been doing that all over the place.
And he's using the Chandragupta Moctezuma as well.
So Zhang Yu by gentle rallying, but it's gonna get swarmed so quickly. You see the debuff from Tomiris putting a target on his back. Yeah, this rally is gonna be over very soon. So 3 minutes have passed since the arc delivery and 4,000 points difference. Yeah, another couple minutes, we're gonna have 5,000 points difference. If they keep...
And it's still going to take them another minute to clear out the marches to take back the altar on top. And that rally at the bottom wasn't good enough.
They are keeping these structures for a long time. They are generating a ton of points from them. And meanwhile, they are also getting the arc. So that's a very, very polished, relentless
Look at the
siege.
rallies headed to the Sky Altar. Look at the double rally. They're walking together. This is so HKL, PX34, the rally, the main rally and the support rally.
So I am gonna explain this. This is the main rally from Paranoia, going onto the structure. This is the rally going on a city. This is using a March speed commander. So they're gonna disband the rally as soon as they are close to the structure, and they are gonna reinforce with archers this rally right here. This is so Hong Kong Legends. They have been doing this since Season 2. This is like a signature move from them. Rallying the city and reinforcing with the same troop types the rally while it's going to the structure. This requires a lot of coordination. And they do
probably should have rallied a city on the left side though, because the rally's going to start to hook around.
No, maybe it's a good idea because...
I mean, he canceled it already. They're already on the move.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good idea, but those players...
Oh, 2 people need to turn around. They need to go.
Hey.
They're walking home.
Wake up.
There they go.
Turn
One's
around.
still walking home. They need to get in that rally. It's about to die.
Okay, this player is sleeping.
Yeah, that guy's fall asleep on the wheel.
Yeah, fell asleep on the way there.
The rally's dead.
Yeah, this march is gone.
So that's the difference, though. Is you remember with Attila Takeda? I mean, you had
he woke up
to
now.
reinforce. No. Yeah, a little late.
But
with Attila Takeda, you had all kinds of time.
He redirected the march, so maybe. Well, he
knew the rally was not gonna. He wasn't gonna make it. I mean, the thing is, though, the amount of swarm damage because that rally puts out a lot of swarm damage, so they might still take the structure. If he would have got in that rally, that last guy, they definitely would have taken the structure.
Probably.
But now I think the rally is gonna die.
See the Shrine of War blinking. This is a single march. Zhang Yu Chandra.
Yep, they got it. They got it. So they had 3 of the 4 guys get in the rally, and that was the difference.
They had a lot of marches around. They could have like soft field this structure, like going in and out with the low marches. This is about coordination and experience.
So 94 VN is swarming the Desert Altar on the bottom again with no rally, but it does have a Zhang Yu primary right now, so it's not a bad deal. But I'm sure
maybe this structure is gonna handle.
Here comes a Zenobia right now.
Yeah, I see that.
But it's gonna get in there a little late.
Well okay, they got it. They got it by luck because this march right here didn't reinforce it in time. Because it was circling around this hang guy. This was unfortunate for PX34.
I mean, I've noticed a lot of that where you try to reinforce from one side, wants to walk you all the way around the structure to reinforce. I don't know what's going on this season with that, but it's been hard to figure out, like, where's my march going to go to reinforce.
Yeah.
So for this arc, 94 VN is definitely ready, but they're still coming in late, so...
Oh, they are.
Here they come. They're coming with the push now.
But they have a good troop number.
They're not very, like, they're not timing it very well, though. They're not all moving together. And here, they already did the buff, so they're about to engage.
Yeah, they are chasing the Zhang Yu. I don't know why. Shouldn't. Okay, mystical formation being used on PX34 side too, so both the teams have the defense skill active. Let's see what they do.
this is where like the IP18 to me is just gonna.
Yeah, just gonna kick in so hard.
And it's just looking at the powers, it's guaranteed that PX34 has significantly more VIP18 than 94VN.
Sure, they do. They do. Their game strategy is much more polished, to be honest.
This could be a question mark after this thing is like you said, how can you have an invitational format, but you have an imbalanced VIP structure in the invitational format?
No, I think this is not healthy for the invitational format. Because VIP 18 does make a huge difference. Because on 100 marches on the middle, that's 20,000 troops per march. It means that you have 2 million more troops. 2 million more troops in the middle. On 100 marches. On 50 marches is 1 million more. 20,000 troops per march. That's huge.
They had more troops, but I'm seeing all the deaths are on the side of 94VN.
Yep.
Yeah. All
Sad
the deaths.
faces going
like,
home.
It was like 8 deaths to 1.
Think about this. Why make an invitational tournament and allow VIP 18? I should ask this to Lilith.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have a more polished structure, but
definitely PX34 is dominating all over the place, and that's not about VIP 18. They are just more experienced, and that's very polished strategy. You
give a team like PX34 any advantage, and they're gonna use it very well. So, I'm thinking about it like for the later match because I know that the new 60 GT is going to be 30 VIP 18.
Sure, yeah. So, thank you very much for the tip, All of War. Thank you for the $5 tip. I much appreciate that.
So they got the arc from 1148 from our last KVK.
Sorry.
All of War is from 1148.
Yes.
One of the big players from our last KVK.
Exactly. Super nice guy. He's a member of the channel.
Yeah, and they've got this arc now too, so. That's pretty much going to be RIP status, unfortunately, for 94VN.
Yeah. I mean, the points difference now is 4k plus this arc, which is worth 3,500 points. We're going to have, a lot of points difference.
And they took the altar on the top side while they were doing that.
Yep. And they put a YSS inside. And we have marches on the way to reinforce and also Jadwiga. So if the YSS goes low, they can even change the garrison. That's a very polished strategy right here. Who did you guys bet on?
94VN is just swarming the Zenobia on the bottom altar with no rally, which is going to get them nowhere.
I told you that I've seen them swarm the structure too early. You see how behind the rallies? This happened before, but before the rally was much closer, they had less reinforcements. Now PX34 learned from their mistakes. They had more troops here, and they were able to reinforce the structure. So those marches are basically dead even before the rally hits the structure.
Again, there's only so much practicing you can do. And 94VN's been in an AOL structure where all these commanders weren't being used. They weren't allowed to be used. And you don't know how many of these 94VN guys have these commanders because they don't use them yet in their KVKs either. So
that's a very understandable situation. 94VN is a great team. It's just a matter of experience. They were not used to use all these commanders. So it does not mean that 94VN is a bad team. No, the opposite. They are doing a great job. I mean, they are against Hong Kong Legends, basically. A very old and experienced team from K30 that migrated forward and formed another team, won another Osiris League. So this is not a tough... this is a very tough situation for them.
And I mean, I didn't get to watch PX34 except for maybe part of a match during the season. But I will wager the fact that their strategy's probably basically the same. Just the commanders they're using is a little different. They might have changed their rallying to the Cyrus group if they didn't have Cyrus.
Yeah.
And they obviously added Jadvigas for defense that they didn't have. But I would say their strategy never had to really adjust, whereas 94VN had to do a complete change because the commanders are all open. Whereas when I was watching some of the one, I never watched one from 94VN, but I watched some from the realm of Vastet. And I mean, you're still seeing Minamotos on the field, and you're seeing Caesars and Freddies to reinforce structures because of the commander locks that were there. So, and then you're seeing Attila Takeda rally. So I mean, or not Attila Takeda, you were seeing like Saladin YSG.
People from 94VN should be really proud of how the team is performing. Anyway, they won on Osiris League. They are doing their best. I remember this is an elimination round. So this is the semifinal for then two teams going to the top three. So best of three game. So if 94VN loses now, they're going to be out of the Osiris League Grand Finals. Lonely Marches swarming structure here, not gonna work. Map is 50-50 right now. The points difference is still in favor of PX34 because 94VN still has to occupy this desert altar right here on the top right side. But soon the points difference will not exist anymore. But they deliver a second arc, so now they have 8,000 points. PX34 has 8,000 points delta compared to 94VN.
And see, this is why I do not like the one match format here, because I would be really curious to see, like, if obviously I think 94 is gonna lose this match, like what they could do in a week of adjustment after facing this, because they couldn't really practice this during the week.
No,
they couldn't practice the pressure of HKL, but seeing this and seeing a team like this, what could they do in a week of adjustment? Because I mean, think about our last Osiris League. So, I mean, they didn't V636 didn't have. They almost beat us in the first game, but they made the tweaks and then they beat us in the second game because they were able to make the adjustments. So,
yeah, but 94VN is gonna be out if they lose.
Anyway. I know, and that's why I'm saying I don't like the one match format here, especially with the fact that you have you had two kingdoms that had locks during the AOL that they couldn't use all the commanders, so they didn't really have the experience of using them all. Now, as we know, 60GT has a bunch of members that played in the Horus realm, so they used all the commanders, but 94VN definitely was not. So
I still think that 94VN is a great team, and I see in the comments, the chat, people saying, meme, this is 94VN's first OL season. They're doing great, to be honest.
No, the 94VN is definitely doing great. To have even gotten here says you're the best of your realm.
Absolutely.
And from what I saw, it wasn't even question for 94VN really. So
yeah, they are here. So guys, don't you dare saying that this is a weak team, because they are here. They won. Each team deserves to be here because they won the respective Osiris League Season 4 in the respective realms. So hats off, absolutely.
And there were some higher power alliances. I think I remember seeing one that was like 3.8 or something from like R2DK Kingdom 2000, I believe. So they beat some people that were higher power because they have a better strategy game than those guys.
Let's speak about rally combinations. I mean, we see PX34 using Cyrus Nebul over the place, so they trust UCS opinion about this, because UCS was the first one in Osiris League to use Cyrus and Nebul.
This plays into their strategy, because what is the tankiest march outside of Attila Takeda, because that's no longer a thing? What is the tankiest march they can hit the structure with that could live long enough for them to do their reinforcement strategy? And it really is Cyrus Nebu. Because if you used Zhang Yu Chandra or Zhang Yu William, it would not live long enough to be able to support it and add to the rally if they swarm it effectively. So this plays to me right into the strategy of double rallying and joining the rally.
Yeah, agreed.
And I don't know,
blinking.
They might have used this during the regular season. I didn't get to see their games, so. But it just depends on how many Cyruses you have.
A lot of marches redirect into the middle, and PX34 is right there. Are we seeing this scene all over again? This is the third time.
Yeah, and they were actually 94VN actually had a good force there, but I don't know how many VIP 18s they have versus PX34s.
Let's see.
As the thing with 94VN is because they're all, newer players, they probably don't have like players with a lot of dead because they don't have a lot of KVK experience under their belt. So, I mean, if they're not like 150 million, they might not have VIP 18 yet. They had
Absolutely.
a few. They had one guy who definitely captured an outpost that was VIP 18, but I don't know. They've got a lot of 120 million power players, but depending on the amount of dead, that might not be enough. And then they just got their obelisk on the top stolen from them, but they've already teleported everybody, so.
I predicted that I had about 5-6 players with VIP 18 on 94VN side.
I mean, they have a ton of 120. I mean, they're perfect for a normal Osiris because they have so many 120, 110 million power players. But it's just they probably don't have a lot of dead. So that's the difference. Like, because you see a 120 million power player on the PX34 side. If you factor in dead, that could be like a 280 million power player.
I think they have a ton of VIP 17 players with solid VIP 17 players like with 3.5 million VIP points, but still not there with VIP 18. So they got the obelisk on the top right, they disrupted this outpost, and the battle in the middle is about to begin. 30 seconds to the arc. What will happen if 94VN meets 60 GT? No, never happens.
Yeah,
Lilith want to Jesty to fight with PX34? Maybe. We'll see. War drums, attack skill.
This is usually where PX34 would use to the death. And 94VN used to the death.
Both
and
of
so
them.
did PX34. Yep, third arc.
All in. Mystical
the
formation.
premier time to use all the skills.
Okay.
And
yeah,
they both did.
Both the teams use attack, defense, and to the death. So
But
war drums,
comes...
mystical formation, and to the death. Let's see.
Yeah,
They already took the arc anyway.
And just look at the blue dead compared to the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting wrecked.
Yeah, they are getting eviscerated. Unbelievable. So many martyrs dying on 94VN side. Lambo, Lilith could have simply waited to release VIP 18 until after the grand finals. They didn't allow new infantry commanders unlike last season where we got to use Nibu Cyrus. So I think they should totally remove the VIP effects. I mean, give a standard VIP effect or give the same VIP level to everybody. So if you implement VIP 18, give VIP 18 effects to everybody. It's very easy. I mean, if you... like the Korean Invitational season, the Korean tournament, they had everything the same because they had account that they could log in a few minutes before the game and play those accounts. In this case, you play your own account, but if you make invitational rules with all the same stuff all over the place, same commanders, same troop count, why should you allow VIP 18? So I do think that VIP 18 is still not the difference maker because PX34 has a much more polished strategy compared to 94VN. So they would have won anyway, probably because of what I'm seeing right now. But
it's just turning it into a blowout.
Yeah, is turning into a blowout, and I wonder how JST versus 60GT game will go, because I think 60GT will have 18, like VIP 18 all over the place, like 30 of them.
And I know from talking to people, like, that was the plan all along. Like, they knew either communication with Lilith or whatever, when they made their plan to migrate to 60GT, they did it because they knew they were going to have VIP 18. That was part of the consideration of why they moved there to fight in this Osiris League Invitational.
Anyway, this is a very nice game to watch, regardless of the outcome. I mean, one team has to be victorious anyway at the end. With some people speculated about what about they end at the same score. I don't think it ever happened, as I'm aware of. I was telling that Snow in Season 3 won a match by like 4 points or something like that.
Well, they do have a tiebreaker for that, and it's the kills.
Oh yeah, I remember P245X Ronnie's Alliance versus 166, I guess.
Yeah, that lame, we don't want to face JWM.
Yeah, we don't want to face JWM, so let's not fight. So they didn't occupy any structures, and they just fought in the middle. And at the end, the game gave the victory to the team with more kills, even if that was considered a tie, actually.
Yep.
So that's the tiebreaker, I guess, if they end up on the same score. But that's not the case.
And ultimately, both teams lost the next week, so it was kind of silly.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not the case because, PX34 has 10,000 points advantage as of now, 10,002 points advantage. And they got a third arc, which is worth 4,000 points. So they will get to 4,000 points advantage. And also, they are leading with more than 510 points now.
And they might even capture this arc and get a fourth arc, which in the invitational or grand final format is rare, but it's because of how quickly they're winning it. They're just completely murdering them in the middle.
Why did they pair Trajan? Why they didn't pair Trajan plus Mulan for field instead of Trajan plus Adelflaed? Trajan plus Adelflaed just works better.
Yeah, the debuff is more important than the buff.
Yeah.
And also the buff, the way they changed it is, I mean, it's gonna buff your marches before it buffs an ally's marches too. So, and it's limited to 5. So the debuff is just more valuable in my opinion.
Especially because Adelflaed is also AoE damage in a forward fan-shaped area.
Yep.
Thank you for subscribing, Tony. Since we have time, can we talk about Chandra Moctezuma from PX34? I believe that's a decision based on march speed. They have a lot of fast marches. I remember Hong Kong Legends in Season 2 using L-Seed Ramses all over the place because of the march speed. They have always been fans of using fast marches, and in this game mode, invitational mode, where you don't have equipment and your marches are overall slow, that's a good thought, especially if you are so early in the middle.
I totally believe, because they even used previously... They used Herald for the same reason.
Yeah.
Because of the march speed, like that, they all invested when Herald first came out. They all invested into Herald, because when we fought them and we won that game in Season 3. Like when we went to the middle, they were had 30 Heralds, and that was a very new period for Herald. We didn't invest in Herald as much, but it was the march speed that really sold it. So having, they're all using Zhang Yu William. And it seems like they're all using Chandragupta Moctezuma for a second Cav with good march speed.
Yuta Takeda, Wick, I would love to see top 10 best pair commanders 2021. I made a video like this about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and it's still up to date. So if you check my channel, that video was very popular. It's like 50,000 views. So I made a video about top 10 open field pairings. So you can check the video out on my channel if you want. Okay, Zake from GT is giving me an inside information. He said, voglio smentire il fatto che non tutti i GT hanno il VIP 18, io ho compreso 17 ma vicino 18. He says that I want to highlight the fact that not everybody from 60 GT has VIP 18. Me, myself, have VIP 17, but very close to VIP 18. Yeah, maybe you don't have 30 out of 30, but how many do you think you have? Just out of curiosity.
How many would 60 GT have had if all the UCS players, the OV players, the HK or the K7374 players
maybe.
were there? Yeah. I think it would have been very close to
what
the
VN is
number
experienced now. Yeah.
VN is experiencing, and it would have been a massacre. So this is it just scares me for the future of this format.
I think that Lilith at the end will adjust this aspect. I will send them a feedback like, okay, Lilith, if you make an invitational tournament, you should also include VIP in this equation.
I mean,
so
if next season all of a sudden they go, oh, here's VIP 19 for the finals again, then I'm gonna be like, well, you're gonna see the same thing. You're gonna see a team maybe migrate back, so they all have it versus an opponents that don't.
Lambo, skill 1, direct damage and counter damage reduce. Skill 2, barbarian no impact. Skill 3, 10% march speed and 20% attack and 700 healing. Skill 4, rally skill. Yeah, Moctezuma is not the best commander. I mean, I don't think
probably. I guarantee they tested it though. They tested it on the field to see what it would do versus certain marches.
Yeah, Lambo, there is something I'm missing here, because that's no good reason. The skills you wrote down that are no good reason to use that. That
first skill is getting rid of all the counterattack is really strong, in my opinion. But I really think it comes down to the march speed. Like, so why would they put that over another cavalry commander like Saladin? Or something, because they probably tested it and it probably did better.
Yeah. All of War, would it just be better to have some same team member from OL to play invitationals with several subs? Yeah, we have discussed about this in the previous live stream because we spoke about the situation of OV members and K374 and UCS members converging in 60 GT, which will cast the game at 15 UTC. The fact is that essentially, there is no rule that.
Here comes another perfect double rally on the top altar.
There is no rule that, stops this from happening, because you can change essentially 30 team members. Well, we'll see how it goes.
I've always been a fan of this coordination of HKL with these rallies, or PX34. You just know how much they practice to have the ability to fill both of those rallies, and they leave the cities at the exact same time.
Oh, they got 2 obelisks right now, and they got almost...
They're taking everything now. I'm pretty sure that 94 VN is probably stepping off a bit.
Yeah.
They're not going to heal troops at this point. I wouldn't.
Yeah, they maybe are a little bit discouraged right now, but 94 VN, this is a message for you. You did great. If you are here playing the Osiris League Grand Finals, it means that you deserve to be here. So don't be discouraged if you lost this game, because you can always win the next one. Not in the Grand Finals, but maybe in another tournament. So GG for being here. I believe they lost the match at this point. We have still 10 minutes on the clock. We're gonna watch this game until the end. Thank you for subscribing.
I think 94 VN has just said, you know what, we're gonna win this next arc. They're already all headed to the middle.
Yeah. Okay, I want to watch the final battle. This is like
they might try everything, but unfortunately, they are getting stuck by a few marches on the right side there. They're killing them as they walk to the middle, but they're definitely committing to this arc a lot sooner, just to say, we're gonna try to win this one.
Look at the structures. The map is red.
Yeah.
They have left.
They're not even trying to.
No. They are left with 1 outpost and 1 shrine of life. So this game is over.
Yeah, literally, we want to win this arc.
Literally, if he continues like that, PX34 is gonna have more than 1,000 points per minute. Let's take a look at the occupation time.
They will. It's gonna go to 840 here soon, I think.
Oh no. Okay, they recovered a couple structures, but they almost had everything for quite a bit.
Wow, they're actually engaging already in the middle. That's a mistake. They're too spread out.
Wick, tier 5 or VIP 12? Well, maybe
They're just walking into death right now in the middle, unfortunately.
maybe
Thought they were
VIP
gonna have a
12.
good battle, but they're just kamikazing.
Maybe VIP 12 depends on what you have in your account, to be honest. Oh, they are dying too.
Yeah, they
Can you
went in
imagine-
with very few though.
Can you imagine if PX34 still takes this arc?
Well, I mean, that would be VIP 18 to me in a nutshell.
Yeah, probably.
Because I mean, what is it? Like if they have 10 marches there, they have an extra march.
Yes.
Or 20, 15.
10 marches is
15
200,000
marches,
troops. Yeah, 15 marches, then it's an extra march. So 3 players plus 1 march.
And they're gonna take it because they're coming back and they're starting to wipe them out. So, ooh, PX34 with a Caesar on the field. Watch out. That was a rally filler, 100%.
Yeah.
That didn't get to do its job.
8 minutes on the clock, 17,000 points, 17.7 thousand points more.
No,
In
they're
Delta.
sending 94 Vienna is just like, we're not losing this arc. Send everything to the middle.
But still, PX34 is still there.
Yeah, but look at how many more marches are on the way from 94 VN.
Yeah, so many. They said, okay, screw it. We lost this game, but we won the last arc. Huh.
But will they win it? I don't know.
I have no idea, honestly. I want to stay here and watch.
I mean, I think they should win it, but I can't believe that somebody used the what is that storm effect? I can't remember which one that was, but somebody would use that. Yeah, over the like the march speed.
Yeah. Not the best idea.
Yeah, 94 VN just use Swift Stride as I say that.
They want to bring more marches to the middle. But I think even if they take this arc, all the marches that took the structures are wrapping around. Take a look at the top right desert altar. All those marches will wrap around. So even if they will grab this arc at the beginning, they will stall them. They will stall it. And I think this arc will not be delivered. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if they can deliver it. I mean, they have an overwhelming presence there, but they're just look at them. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So many marches
10 just
dying.
Died. Yeah, that's VIP 18. And
That's definitely VIP 18. No way you can die so fast with so many more marches. I mean, I see some bad pairings. Minamoto, Cao Cao. I see a Harold Charles. Why use Harold Charles?
But I mean, I see a Takeda primary from PX34.
That's for
but they've
mobility.
always used that. They've always used that. So
Who takes the arc first? Maybe this guy right here. No, here.
see a 2, a 1.
Oh, yeah.
So PX34
I was right.
still took it.
And good
And
with the Takeda.
there he goes. That was
There
that
he
same.
goes.
Yeah. Yep. They've got 4 Takedas right there. So,
Yeah.
and he's
Still. Still. That's
They're
crazy.
still gonna end up winning this arc, even though
Probably.
94 VN sent everything they had.
Oh, 930 points per minute to 50 points per minute.
And there's the
Incredible.
next one.
The next Takeda.
The next Takeda, yep.
Funk, who just died. They will more than double the score by the end. They can end up with 50,000 points if they deliver this arc. 1,080 points per minute. I think I've never seen a score so high.
Yeah, they're bringing it back. They're bringing it back.
I think I've never seen a score so high in a top game like this. A score difference like this. 1,080 points per minute to 20 points per minute. I mean, the points per minute from 94 VN is non-existent. Means that
So
they gave up the fight.
So again, I think this is a product of the 4 realm structure with locked commanders in Osiris League. You just don't have the experience with all the commanders available. And you can't get that experience in 1 week to fight a team that has played that way the entire Osiris League.
So Vienne 94 Vienne is their first Osiris League.
They even brought out a whatchamacallit, a Charlemagne.
Yeah, whatever. At the end, doesn't matter. But what I wanted to say is that 94 Vienne, that this was their first Osiris League, so they didn't have like the same feeling with the commanders, the same experience that PX34 has, and maybe not. I'm just trying to understand. We are not trying to make a criticism right here. We're just trying to understand the reason why they lost the game so hard, just like an analysis exercise. So I think this has to be attributed to multiple factors like experience, the commanders that they had to test all in 1 week, maybe players being new, not so many VIP 18 like PX34. Oof. I don't think PX34 has too many VIP 18, maybe half the team.
I think they do.
Nah, maybe half the team. I think 15 members maybe.
I think 94 VN just made the point on this arc because they sent everything they had and they're still gonna lose it. I mean, they just got wiped out with the second wave from PX34. They got completely wiped out.
They got this arc too, and in 2 minutes 50 seconds they will manage to live it like 100%.
Because they've killed every single blue march there. Like,
so this is the fourth arc.
That was two things. That was VIP 18, but it was also commander choices.
Commander choices, yes. I think PX34
to get there fast.
Yeah, had wiser commander choices, but yeah, maybe just PX34 were just going all in without thinking about the commanders because they knew they lost. So they didn't want to fight until the end with that mental, thing. Okay, let's go. Let's still go. We can still win. So they just gave up.
They're going to break 50k on this match.
So this arc is worth 4,500 points. So anyway, they're going to break 50k, as I told you. Plus 2 minutes on the clock with 2,000 points. I think they will end up, if they don't have any gathering, they will end up with like 53,000 points, 52.8, 53,000 points.
Yeah, close to 53, I think, with 2 minutes with 2,000, 180 per, and then the arc, probably around 52 something thousand.
Yeah, between 52 and 53,000 points, maybe more towards 53,000 points for the final score. I want to see the final statistics. I'm honestly quite curious.
So it'll be an interesting final because whether it's 60 GT or JST, HKL/PX34 has come to play. So so actually they had some gathering because I just saw a big jump.
I just see a big jump in score.
That makes it 54,000.
But that maybe is to be attributed. More than 53,000.
Yeah, they had probably one dedicated gatherer.
That's gathering, yeah. That's a huge difference. $50 seconds on the clock.
And I mean, Lilith's got to see this and know that we need to make changes for the next season because...
Probably.
Why don't you... What if you made like AOL and you like... And I think some other streamers have talked about this before. And you like remove some of the favorite commanders from the options. Like what if you took away... Osiris
somebody proposed that.
And...
Somebody proposed that, yeah.
So you actually, what if you, I mean, not all of them, but you made it more restricted. Could the strategies of the old realms still be the realms that had to play that way the whole time during the Osiris League? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no substitute for practice and experience.
55.5 thousand points. Victory. Come on, guys. GG's in the chat. Please support 94VN because if they were here, 94VN, it means that they are a great team and they deserve to be here. So regardless of the final result, I see most people are disappointed in chat for the score being so, tipped in favor of PX34. But 94VN, Vietnam Warriors deserve a shout out. GG to them. GG, of course, to PX34 for a beautifully played game and for the victory. Let's take a look at the stats. Obviously, Ark of Osiris score 15,000. They took 4 arcs. The first one is worth 3,000, then 3,500 for 4,000, and then 4,500. Every arc next to the first one is like 500 points more than the previous one. So 15,000 points to 0. Well, you can comment the rest, DB.
No, I mean, they've won in every facet of the game.
Yeah.
But again, it's just, you cannot replace experience in Ark of Osiris. And they have all the experience because they are a team that's been around since the very beginning. And 94 VN is an up and coming team that doesn't have a lot of people that like migrated back there per se. So they're a team that's new and has played probably a year and a half less time.
Well, we don't know if they are
PX34.
so new because I've heard some comments, I've read some comments in the chat, people that migrated back to 94 VN, but definitely taking a look purely at the game style, we can say that PX34 is, you know, using the same polished strategies from Season 2, so HKL players, the core is still there, so player polishing the strategies all over the place, and also the commander choices from PX34, I feel like, you know, 94 VN using slower marches. I saw many more cavalry marches from PX34. I even saw this weird combination of Chandragupta and Moctezuma, probably purely for, you know, march speed purposes. So we see a difference in many aspects from, the, you know, in the two teams. But this doesn't mean that 94 VN has not room for improvement. So I wish you all the best, guys. Thank you for a beautiful game. I see that the score is maybe disappointing for you, but from a loss, you learned something. And of course, GG to PX34 for a beautifully played match. And Lambo, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. GG, thanks for casting and commentary. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. DB, any final thoughts before we wrap up this stream?
No, I mean, we'll just see what happens later today in the heavyweight match.
Yeah, that match we need to take a look. We have Ark of Osiris at 14 UTC, right?
Yep. And
Okay.
we'll, that
If we
one's right
win that
after it.
fast, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna prepare the stream, guys. We are gonna stream the other game, which will be at 15 UTC. And if I'm gonna be playing Ark of Osiris before, I'm gonna start the stream and put like a waiting screen here, so you can be able to chat. And we will discuss about who's the favorite, who's the match tipping in favor of. The bets from the people are 50 and 50, so I think we will expect a very nice game for many reasons that we said before, like people porting forward to that kingdom, 60 GT having members from OV, from UCS, from K374, so it's all-star team. You can see from the power. I mean, they have 5.1 billion power. They had 3 billion power when they won the Osiris League in the respective realm. So the power increased dramatically, and this is an important sign of all the players that migrated there. So I expect like at least 25 people having VIP 18, and we will see how this will influence the battle against JST. I'm honestly so pumped. I'm so curious to see this game, and I will cast this for you at 15 UTC. DB hopefully will be there with me. And that's it. Nothing more to say. It was a beautiful game. Again, GG to 94 VN and to PX34. And we will see you on the next one. Right, DB?
Yep. See you then.
See you then. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're from. And bye-bye.